Why grit and minerals should be removed when giving racing pigeons antibiotics. There are several important reasons why grit and minerals should be removed from a racing pigeon's diet when they are being given antibiotics. Grit and minerals can interfere with the absorption and effectiveness of antibiotics in a few key ways. First, many antibiotics need to be taken on an empty stomach in order to be properly absorbed into the bloodstream. If a pigeon has recently eaten grit or minerals, it could coat the lining of the gastrointestinal tract and prevent the antibiotic from being fully absorbed. Pigeons use grit to help grind up food in their gizzards. But grit and minerals take time to fully digest and pass through the system. Removing grit and minerals for at least a few hours before and after antibiotic administration can help maximize absorption. Second, certain minerals like calcium and magnesium can bind with some antibiotic molecules. This prevents the antibiotics from performing their bacterial killing duties. By taking away mineral supplements during a course of antibiotics, you eliminate one potential interaction that could render the medication ineffective. The absence of minerals over a week or two is unlikely to cause long-term issues as long as the pigeon returns to a full, balanced diet after antibiotic treatment is complete. Third, antibiotics alter the balance of gut flora in pigeons. Removing grit and minerals may help prevent dysbiosis, unhealthy changes to the populations of good bacteria in the digestive system. When antibiotics wipe out populations of harmful bacteria, it leaves empty niches in the microbial environment of the gut. Harmless bacteria can overgrow and cause secondary problems if the balance is not restored after antibiotics are done. Eliminating grit minimizes substrate that supports microbial growth during this sensitive period. Fourth, any side effects or adverse reactions to antibiotics will be much easier to identify if grit and minerals are withdrawn. If a pigeon exhibits appetite loss, abnormal droppings, weight loss or other issues during medication, you can rule out the grit and minerals as potential causes if they have been removed. This makes it simpler to determine whether the antibiotic itself is causing a problem. Adjustments to the medication can be made more easily without trying to account for additional interactions with supplements. The best practice is to withdraw grit and minerals approximately 24 hours before administering the first antibiotic dose. Make sure ample fresh water is available at all times. Allow the antibiotic regimen to be completed as prescribed by a veterinarian, then continue holding back grit for at least 2 days afterwards. Only reintroduce small amounts of minerals and grit once the antibiotic course is fully complete and the pigeon is eating and drinking normally. Gradually increase portions of grit over 2 weeks until you return to the normal feeding amount, monitoring the pigeon's condition closely. In some situations, antibiotics may be prescribed as a preventative measure rather than treating active symptoms of illness. This does not change the protocol. Consider any antibiotic administration to be a disruption of the pigeon's core digestive processes. Removing grit and minerals provides the best operating conditions for absorption while minimizing complications. Some pigeon supply catalogs even sell specially formulated soft feed blends designed for this purpose. Medicated soft feed allows nutrients to be maintained during antibiotics without interfering. While racing pigeons seem to thrive on a simple diet of grain, legumes and supplements, their digestive tract harbors complex microbiology that is easily disrupted. When antibiotics enter the picture, the wise manager eliminates any hampering underbrush in the form of indigestible minerals. Focus on restoring friendly gut flora once antibiotics cease, and your pigeon will return to full flying speed in no time. The temporary absence of grit is a small price to pay for efficiently vanquishing illness. Racing is all about optimizing every variable that impacts performance. Make sure your antibacterial protocol checks every box, and race day glory awaits. In conclusion, suspending grit and minerals during antibiotics allows pigeons to process medication with minimal complications while preventing skewed study results. Though counterintuitive to pull back on supplements, remember the end goal is restoring long-term digestive balance and health. Give your pigeon system the best chance to absorb antibiotics by simplifying the internal terrain. Hone the date by stripping away anything that could blunt therapeutic effects or cause unintended reactions. This allows antibiotics to work swiftly and surely so your pigeon can resume its perch atop the podium soon. There are many reasons to buy my racing pigeon method. Here are some of the best reasons. You will get excellent results. It's a very simple system to use. It's affordable. I have had over 400 first prize winners. It's adaptable to any situation. You can use it with any racing method, natural, widowhood, young birds. It's a very effective method. There is no need to spend a lot of money on fancy pigeon products. It's a reliable system and it is foolproof to use. Professional athletes, race horses, take the same products. There is science behind this, not just hearsay. It is all to do with red blood cells and oxygen in the blood. Without that, a pigeon will not race well, or an athlete will not win a race, if he has low oxygen in his blood. The above is fact and is 100% science. There are a few things you can do to improve your chances of winning at racing pigeons. One of the most important things is to learn as much as you can about the sport. You'll need to know the different types of pigeons, how to train them, and how to race them. Another key factor is practice. You'll need to be able to fly your pigeons competently in order to win races. And, of course, you'll need to have the funds to invest in racing pigeons and other racing equipment.